On August 3, 2025, the world of social media was rocked by a single, unexpected Instagram post. Tiffany Haddish, the beloved comedian and actress, and Jason Lee, the outspoken media personality, joined forces to share a photo that would send shockwaves across the internet. In an era where celebrity news travels at lightning speed, this post was destined to become the talk of the town within minutes. The digital world paused, notifications pinged, and fans everywhere scrambled to make sense of what they were seeing. The image was simple yet powerful. Tiffany and Jason, two close friends, beaming with joy as they posed with a baby. Tiffany cradled the infant in her arms, her smile radiating happiness and pride, while Jason stood protectively at her side, his hand gently resting on her shoulder. The candid nature of the photo, set in a sunlit park with a stroller nearby, made it feel authentic and intimate, like a private moment shared with the world. The chemistry between the two adults and the baby was undeniable, and the internet was instantly captivated. But it was the caption that truly set tongues wagging. "Cat's out the bag," followed by a single heart emoji. It was short, cryptic, and perfectly crafted to spark curiosity. Within seconds, the post began to rack up likes, shares, and comments. Fans and followers were left to interpret the meaning for themselves, and speculation ran wild. Was this a subtle announcement, a playful tease, or something more profound? Almost immediately, fans jumped to conclusions. The most obvious assumption was that Tiffany and Jason had welcomed a child together. Social media exploded with congratulatory messages, memes, and wild theories. Group chats buzzed with excitement, and hashtags related to the post began trending worldwide. People from all walks of life weighed in, sharing their own interpretations and reactions. The lack of any further explanation only added fuel to the fire. News outlets scrambled to cover the story, with headlines speculating about the nature of the announcement. Social media feeds were flooded with screenshots of the post, and talk shows began dissecting every detail. The mystery surrounding the post made it irresistible, and within hours it had become headline news across the globe. What made the situation even more shocking was that Tiffany had shown no signs of pregnancy in recent months. Paparazzi photos, red carpet appearances, and her own social media posts had offered no clues. This led many to speculate that the baby might have arrived through surrogacy or adoption. Online forums buzzed with theories, and fans became amateur detectives, analyzing every past post and public appearance for hidden hints. The images themselves were carefully curated, radiating warmth and happiness. The cozy, affectionate poses convinced many that this was a genuine family announcement. The attention to detail in the photos, the matching outfits, the soft lighting, the natural smiles, made it all feel real. For many fans, it was a heartwarming moment worth celebrating. Yet, as the hours passed, skepticism began to creep in. Was this truly a heartfelt reveal, or was there more to the story? Some wondered if it was an elaborate prank or a clever publicity stunt designed to capture attention. The world was left hanging, eagerly awaiting the next move from Tiffany and Jason, as the line between reality and performance blurred in the age of social media. The comment section exploded with congratulations, emojis, and a flurry of excited messages. Within minutes, fans from all over the world were chiming in, flooding the post with heart emojis, baby bottles, and messages of pure joy. It was as if the internet had collectively paused to celebrate this unexpected announcement, with people tagging friends and sharing the news across their own feeds. But alongside the outpouring of love, there was also confusion and skepticism. Some scrolled back through previous posts, searching for clues they might have missed, while others wondered if this was just another celebrity prank. Fans celebrated what they believed was Haddish's long-awaited journey to motherhood. For many, it felt like a moment they'd been waiting for, a joyful milestone in the life of someone they'd followed for years. But many, including actress Tasha Smith, demanded clarity. "What does this mean?" she typed, echoing the thoughts of thousands. The ambiguity of the post left even close friends scratching their heads. Questions like, "Did you have a baby?" and "Is this for real?" began to dominate the conversation, as people tried to piece together the truth. And was it a surrogate flooded the feed with notifications popping up faster than anyone could read them? The speculation was relentless, and every new comment seemed to add another layer to the mystery. Celebrity friends chimed in, some offering genuine congratulations, their blue checkmarks lending an air of legitimacy to the moment. Others, though, hinted at an inside joke, dropping sly smile emojis and cryptic comments that only deepened the intrigue. The ambiguity split the audience. Was Hollywood in on a prank, or was this real? Online debates erupted, with some insisting it was a heartfelt announcement, while others argued it was all just clever misdirection. As hours passed, skepticism grew. Some fans suspected a publicity stunt, pointing to the timing and the lack of details as evidence that something wasn't quite right. Others wondered if it was a playful jab at media speculation, a way to poke fun at the endless rumors that swirl around celebrities. In the end, the public was urged to wait for official confirmation, a reminder that in the world of social media, things are rarely as simple as they seem. The anticipation only grew as everyone waited to see what would happen next. In the days after the post, silence from Haddish and Lee only deepened the mystery. No follow-up posts, no statements, just the original photos, racking up likes and comments. Media outlets reached out for comment, but publicists offered only no comment. This lack of response was unusual for such big news, fueling even more speculation. Typically, celebrity baby news is carefully managed. This was the opposite, chaotic and ambiguous. The silence led many to believe there was more to the story, or perhaps nothing at all. With no answers, the public was left to fill in the blanks, making the mystery even more compelling. The rumor wasn't baseless. Months earlier, Lee and Haddish had a candid, memorable conversation about co-parenting on Lee's podcast. What started as a casual chat between friends quickly took on a life of its own, as listeners tuned in to hear two celebrities openly discuss a topic that's rarely addressed so honestly in the public eye. Their chemistry was undeniable, and the conversation was both entertaining and surprisingly heartfelt. During the episode, Lee brought up a pact they'd made, to have a child together if certain circumstances aligned. Haddish didn't hesitate. She confirmed she was absolutely serious about the idea, catching both Lee and the audience off guard with her sincerity. The moment was playful, but there was an undercurrent of genuine consideration. The two friends riffed on the details, joking about everything from the logistics of co-parenting to the financial responsibilities they'd share. They even debated the best way to conceive, with Haddish, never one to shy away from a punchline, suggesting they do it the old-fashioned way. The banter was infectious, and listeners couldn't help but wonder if there was more truth than jest in their words. Beneath the laughter, the conversation touched on real issues, how modern families are formed, and how friendship can sometimes be the foundation for something as significant as raising a child. Their openness helped normalize the idea of platonic co-parenting, making it feel less like a punchline and more like a viable option. So when the Instagram post appeared, fans who remembered the podcast saw it as a natural progression, a public continuation of a private promise. The post didn't come out of nowhere. It was rooted in a conversation that had already captured the public's imagination. Social media lit up as fans shared clips from the podcast, dissected every word, and speculated about whether Lee and Haddish were really following through. For those who had heard the original conversation, the dots connected almost instantly. The prior podcast episode gave the rumor a sense of legitimacy. Suddenly, what might have seemed like a wild claim on Instagram felt more like a promise being fulfilled, or at least a playful nod to one. The lines between joke and reality blurred, as fans and media outlets debated whether the baby news was real or just another example of celebrities having fun with their public personas. The story took on a life of its own, fueled by the ambiguity of their original conversation. In the end, it was the history between Lee and Haddish, their on-air chemistry, their willingness to joke and be vulnerable, that shaped how the public interpreted the viral post. Their past conversations didn't just set the stage, they became the lens through which everyone viewed the unfolding story. Haddish has always been open about wanting to adopt, not give birth. She's taken parenting classes and spoken about adopting an older child, inspired by her own foster care experience. Her reluctance toward surrogacy and her history of egg donation have been public knowledge. This made the baby post especially confusing for longtime fans. The presence of a newborn contradicted her stated plans, sparking questions about a change of heart. Was this a new direction, or was the baby part of another story? The post clashed with her well-documented intentions, deepening the mystery. Fans were left to wonder if the viral moment was real or just another twist. To understand the rumor, it's crucial to clarify, Haddish and Lee are not romantic partners. Their bond is a deep public friendship built on trust and humor. Haddish's romantic history never involved Lee. She's been open about dating others. Lee, openly gay, is a confidant and collaborator, not a romantic interest. Their co-parenting pact was always about friendship, not love. This made the idea of them having a baby together both progressive and believable. The Instagram post worked because their friendship is so genuine and visible. It wasn't a secret romance, but a modern family arrangement, if it was real at all. The non-romantic context made the story even more captivating. Internet sleuths soon found clues that challenged the baby rumor. Haddish wore the same denim dress in the viral photos and at a book reading earlier that day. At the public event, she was alone, no baby in sight. The timeline suggested the photos were a casual shoot, not a family milestone. Fans speculated the baby belonged to a friend or fan, not Haddish or Lee. The "cat's out the bag" caption seemed more like a joke than an announcement. The evidence pointed to a playful prank, not a secret adoption or surrogacy. Public opinion began to shift, seeing the post as a clever stunt. The Haddish-Lee saga is a textbook case of how rumors go viral today. One ambiguous post, amplified by celebrity status and a cryptic caption, was all it took. Within minutes, the story spread across platforms and news outlets, often without verification. The comment section became a hub for speculation, with fans piecing together theories. Audience participation fueled the narrative, making everyone feel part of the story. The incident highlights the blurred lines between private jokes, public announcements, and viral hoaxes. In the age of social media, a single post can spark a global frenzy. True or not, the Haddish-Lee story shows just how quickly fiction can become fact online. The whirlwind around Haddish, Lee, and the mystery baby is a lesson in media literacy. It's a reminder: don't accept online stories at face value, especially when details are scarce. Sharing unverified rumors only spreads confusion and pressure for those involved. Always look for credible sources and official statements before believing the hype. Celebrity social media is often curated, performative, or just for laughs. Enjoy the entertainment, but approach it with skepticism. Whether the post was a prank or something more, it shows how easily stories are born online. In a world of endless information, pausing to verify facts is more important than ever.